All right, let's pick things up now with our justice correspondent, Pete Williams, down in D.C. Pete, let's talk about where we go from here. Walk us through the next steps now that Governor Ivey has signed this bill into law.
Okay, so Planned Parenthood has already said it'll file a lawsuit. So this goes to a district court where the judge, who is bound by U.S. Supreme Court precedent, will almost certainly declare it unconstitutional. Then it goes to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit, which will also have to strike it down. The supporters of the law can then ask the Supreme Court to take the case, but there's no guarantee the court will do so. In fact, the odds seem to be against it. The law may be its own worst enemy because it's a blunt force attack on Roe versus Wade. And the Supreme Court is much more likely to take up one of the cases now pending involving laws that seek to restrict access to abortion but not overturn Roe outright. And remember, the Supreme Court, for the most part, chooses the case it will hear, and it could simply decline to take up Alabama's appeal. In fact, that seems the more likely outcome this morning. So
you need 4 votes, right, for the Supreme Court to take up a case?
That's right, 4 votes to grant. But, you know, the 4 that choose to do so have to guess what the 5th vote would be. And another thing is the law says it takes effect 6 months after it's signed by the governor, presumably to give people in the state time to prepare for it. But the opponents of the law will go to court and ask the judge for an immediate order to block it while the legal challenges work their way through the courts. And that process could take up to 2 years. So it's not going to stop abortions in Alabama immediately. And in fact, it may never take effect unless the Supreme Court overturns Roe.
All right, Pete, thank you so much. Always clearing things up for us. We appreciate it.